Look at SoFi stock go, guys. Check it out. Another green day for the stock. It went up around 2% on the day, 20 cents in the green, closing at $9.74. And the crazy thing is, guys, earlier in the day, we were up over $10 per share. So in this video, we're going to break down the charts. We're going to talk about the stock, my thoughts, what I'm looking to do. Maybe we'll break down the markets later in the video. But before we dive into it, don't forget to get up to 17 free stocks from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video, each of those being up to $2,000, guys. Once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100 using that link down below, you get a free share of C3AI stock right off the bat, which I think is at $35-40 a share right now. And on top of that, you get 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000, totaling 6 stocks. And fund your account with at least $1,000, guys. You get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And guys, it gets even better. If you fund your account with at least $5,000, you get, on top of all the stocks that we just mentioned, you get another free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, guaranteed, guys. No joke, the best promo right now. So again, if you want some free money from Moomoo, the sponsor of today's video, and you want to help out the channel, use that link down below. And now, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video. So again, SoFi stock had a green day when the overall markets were kind of all over the place. We had the Dow down 0.7, the Russell went down 1.2, we had the Nasdaq up 0.7, and the S&P pretty much broke even, more more leaning towards the green, up 0.1%. So in the midst of all the market chaos, the FOMC statement, press conference, Powell, all that good stuff, SoFi ended up going up 2% on the day. And earlier, guys, it hit $10.23, which means at one point it was up well over 5%. It was up at 1.725%, which is nuts. And guys, not to toot my own horn, but did we not talk about SoFi hitting $10? Well, we just hit $10 today, guys. I guess we didn't close above it, but again, earlier we hit 10.23, and yes, we did downtrend for the rest of the day from 10.23. We hit then $10, then we made a bunch of lower highs. But guys, I mean, do you need me to pull up the charts? I mean, look, the 5-day, 5-minute, clearly bulls are still in charge. The 10-day, the 20-day, you name it, guys, SoFi is on fire, and clearly the bulls are in charge. Obviously, I mean, there's no question about it, even though we pulled back intraday. So you guys can see we did pull down to about $9.30 on the low of the day, which was at about 2:30, and we ended up running into close. Let me actually pull up the 5-day chart to show you guys a little bit more in depth what's going on here. So what you guys can see on this 5-day, 5-minute chart is the low we hit this morning, or not this morning, but today, intraday at $9.30. That was actually a higher low compared to where we were at yesterday's low. Yesterday we hit $8.90 to about $9. Then we rallied into close. And before that, the day before that, that was on Monday, right? We also held roughly, where do we hold? $8.75, which we're above that low based on yesterday's, low of the day and today's low of the day, which means we're holding higher lows. And you guys can see a bunch of these, right? We can see them from a couple of days ago, right? So overall, guys, we saw the weakness intraday, but the trend ended up holding, and we were red at one point. I believe SoFi was down, but the bulls, like I've said in these videos, guys, the bulls are so freaking resilient. You know, at any sign of a sell-off on SoFi, they come in and they eat it up right away. I mean, look, again, we hit 930, and that didn't last long. I mean, we had a we had a V-shaped recovery. We went to 975, and we closed right around that point. So at one point, guys, we were down around 2, almost 3% on SoFi stock. But again, the resiliency in the bulls is remarkable, guys, remarkable. And again, we had that V-shaped recovery closing on a nice upswing, and now you guys can see, I mean, we're clearly above the highs from the beginning of February. We're obviously above the highs from August as well, where we hit roughly 845, 850, and now we're starting to push. If I pull the 3-year chart up, guys, we're starting to push past $10 obviously, and again, we closed under it, but we did break above $10, which is good considering that is a level that we've talked about before. That was roughly the high from March into April of last year. So if we can clear above $10, guys, it is not too far-fetched to say that SoFi could be going, $13, 12, maybe into the low teens, right? So I'm keeping my eyes peeled on this stock, guys. And of course, it is overbought. You got to realize that, guys. I'm going to say that here in these videos because, it's great. It's crushing it. Bulls keep on coming in. But at some point, maybe it doesn't happen anytime soon, but at some point, from my experience, looking at stocks for years and years and years at this point, we will get a pullback on SoFi. And I'm not saying it's going to go down to $4 or $5. I mean, it could, never say never, but I don't think that's going to happen personally. But I do think we could come down anywhere from 825, 850, right around, let's say, the 180 SMA here on the 1 hour chart. That'd be a healthy pullback, in my opinion. On the 4 hour chart, maybe if we start coming down towards that 50 SMA, which now is right by the highs from the beginning of February, being about $8, 805, 810, that'd be healthy, guys. And let me warn you, do not listen to anybody out there, or be very mindful and cautious around people out there that are saying, oh, SoFi is never going to pull back, we're going to go to the moon, which, guys, I mean, we kind of already went to the moon, and there's definitely more upside, in my opinion. But you have to realize what some of these guys won't tell you is it's going to be rocky, during the uptrend, right? It's not going to be just up and away, no pullbacks. We're going to have pullbacks, guys. We're going to see a correction. And in my opinion, it could be at any point at this time, considering how high SoFi's gone. And again, I'm not calling for a SoFi crash, collapse. I'm not saying it's over, the company's screwed, the stock's screwed. I'm not saying any of that. All I'm saying is, as now clearly we're in a bull market on SoFi, for this to remain healthy, it's got to pull back. And from my experience, years and years and years, looking at stocks, charts, doing this, I mean, you guys know I've been on YouTube for what, almost 6 years now, since 2017. Trust me, guys, we're going to get a pullback, and we're going to cover it pretty much every single day here on the channel to see how it actually ends up playing out. But as of now, I'm looking at $8.25. Maybe if it breaks $8, I mean, maybe it goes down mid sevens. But overall, I'm telling you guys, a pullback would be very healthy here on SoFi stocks. So yeah, that's pretty much what ended up happening today. Very strong day for the stock in the midst of an overall, like I said, rocky day with the FOMC statement, the press conference, all that jazz that we had today, guys. So yeah, SoFi keeps on crushing. What do you guys think? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Feel free to hit that like button and subscribe. And guys, if you have not gone up to 17 stocks yet for Moomoo, each up to $2,000, what the heck are you waiting for? Once you use that link down below and you fund it with at least $100, you get a free share of C3AI stock, ticker symbol AI, right off the bat. And guys, that's valued at $35-40 a share right now, and you also get 5 more stocks, each up to $2,000, guys. So with a $100 deposit, you get 6 stocks right off the bat. And if you fund your account with $1,000, at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks. And fund your account with at least $5,000, guys, it gets even better. You get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock, guaranteed, on top of all those other stocks, which, guys, that's by far the best promo right now. So if you want some free money and you want to help out the channel, use that link down below or go to stocksurfest.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, guys, cheers. I'll catch you all in the next video.